What's up? My head is like a ping pong ball right now. No, like there's, the game Pong. I feel like I'm whispering. The game Pong, it's just one ping pong ball going from side to side to side to side. And it's like fairly predictable until it starts to get faster or they start adding more balls. Right now, I feel like I have like a lot of ping pong balls just hopping around in my head, and that's interesting. This is like a digestion for me, doing the talking, the talkings. But I'm being honest here. What is so great about the talking that I get to do here is that it's just me, and I can just boop, say everything and not feel weird about it. But sometimes you'll catch me, like I'll pause for a minute and be like, wait a minute, is what I'm saying crazy? Like, you concerned for a second, and then I'm like, no, you're still here, just talking to yourself. Isn't that cool? That's not to say that I don't love to have conversation with other people. No, maybe it's not obvious. I love talking to other people. Until I'm done, Sometimes I can't anymore. Like today, I had to go to the grocery store for just a couple things. But of course, a couple things turns into 700 things. And I feel like I go to holla at me. Do you go to the grocery store like every fucking day or like every other day? Because I do. And it's because I eat very specific things. Like, just not only specific brands of things, but it's just the same specific thing every fucking day. Until I just go off the rails. Which we've been off the rails for a little bit here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Today, my breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever it was probably like the amount of. It was not necessary. So I came home, and I came home and I sat here and procrastinated going to the grocery store because I really didn't want to go. I was like, oh man, I was just in this really awesome bubble. It was just like me and Chris, and we're just in the bubble. Ooh, I talked about this last night, kind of. I think we were both really missing the dogs because we spent this sounds silly, one night away from home with no dogs and no kids. And we were both like, I wonder what they're doing. Anyway, I said that the relationship between humans and dogs, especially, or like trained cats or like cats who give a shit, is that like we're on the same team of like, all right, we're in this war zone together, like the war zone of existence. Like, you're on my team, right? Like, you got my back. I don't understand why you put time, effort, and money into just making more fucking noise when you drive. I don't get it. Where was I? The dogs are on our team. We miss them. Why did I start talking about that? I have so many things written down on this board, and I don't even think I was talking about any of it. Look at it. It's like all these things. Can we get it back? One night away. I was thinking about this earlier, last night. We're on the same team. Chris and I are on the same team. We're in the same bubble. It's just like me and him, everything you do when you're together has to be done together. So you figure out, like, I gotta go into the war zone of the fucking getting of the gas. We're going to the grocery store. We're going to this new place. We're experiencing this new thing. You can have somebody to say shit out loud to and do it with. Oh my God, that's so fucking obvious. What I think I mean to say is I really value his presence when we are together, because I'm taking it in intentionally. I'm not just like floating by, like I want to float by in the grocery store. I don't want to pay attention to people because I actually want to pay attention to people because they're so fucking interesting to me, but it sucks. I only have so much other people that I can contribute to, right? don't mean that to, I just, because I can't just not observe everything. Like, oh man, we were walking in Beacon and there was this, what is it called? A tin type? Anyway, this guy, he takes the pictures, they look old timey. He does it like on the thing and then put the chemicals and the shit. I don't know, he explained the whole thing. His face was very distinct. He had these just like the eyes that he has in real life is the eyes that he photographs in these portraits. It's like he highlights the eyes in such a way that's like, holy shit, that looks like you. What am I talking about that? We're in a bubble. I like it a lot. I'm not just not existing. Oh, yeah, so I find other people so fascinating that but then it like takes my brain power away. And that sounds like silly maybe, but I find it's just like money, you know? Brain power is like you have a certain amount to give in a given moment or day, depending on the circumstances and your level of interest. That's good. I was thinking about this earlier on the drive back. I don't remember what which is funny to say. I don't remember exactly what I was thinking about, but it was like something I had been holding on to for a long time that I remember the details, or the details as I remember them very clearly. And then I was like, but you keep forgetting all of this other stuff, all this like good stuff or even neutral things. Like, and you just keep talking about how you have such a bad memory. No, the fuck I don't have a bad memory. When I want to be mad, I'm gonna fucking remember. And I don't want to. Because mostly what I'm remembering that I'm angry at is anger that I'm making up. Like, whatever it was wasn't that bad. But because I only allow myself, this is gonna sound silly, I only allow myself to hate one person at a time. Just one. Because hate, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to do it. But it's something that comes up. It is like a byproduct of my existence. And so I'll put it all onto like one person or one thing, or like, you know, just like focus on one thing. And then it just gets all the shit. Anyway, I was like, well, I can remember that stuff. So maybe stop it. Can I bring it back to the beginning? Oh, we're in a bubble, it's great, I like that bubble. Then I was in my own bubble and I didn't want to go to the grocery store in my own bubble. I didn't want to go out into the war zone by myself. I adapt very well to what's happening. It just takes me a minute. Like really, if I am by myself now, it's like, okay, that's fine. I don't even care. It's great. Just be by my fucking self. I'll just be by myself. I'm gonna tell you how much I love to be by myself. And sometimes I do like to be by myself. But I wonder if other people who like to be by themselves sometimes think the same thing. And sometimes I like to be by myself because then I don't have to take care of anybody else's feelings. Which other people's feelings are not my responsibility, but I have somehow appointed myself very, very important. Very important. So I'm responsible for the experiences and feelings of other people. Oh, good Lord. That's such a huge task. Why would I agree to take that on? So narcissistic to think that. Okay. Grocery store. Why was I talking about that? I don't know. I went. I did it. And then I even made oatmeal that I'm not even going to eat right now. I made it for tomorrow. I did one thing ahead of time, and that makes me feel accomplished. And then that won't be enough, and I'll have to do like 2 things ahead of time, and then 3, and then I'll be back to doing all the things all the time. Like, I got it. Let me spin up one more plate. I'm gonna spin up another one. Look at me. And my baby told me, put another little plate up on there. I can take it. And then they all come crashing down. And then you get one plate up in the air. All right. Give me another one. That's me in being organized. And I am organized when my thoughts are organized. That's why people who like me, like sometimes people demonstrate their control. Because we all want to have control in our lives. We want to feel like we are in control. And there are certain areas that I believe all of us are out of control in. Whether that's you work for someone else and they make the decisions about whatever it is that you're going to do, or, you know, work shit. Or when else are you not in control? Like the government, you know, if you were like, I don't know, in court or something, or prison, I'm not sure. You know, we are out of control in some areas, or being told what to do. Feeling like we don't have control. When we feel that way, people like me, low battery, yes, I know. God. My rabbit mind, where it's a fucking paying attention to the battery. Where the fuck were we? Prison? Why were we there? Out of control. We demonstrate control. Nailed it. We demonstrate control by controlling, oh God, my eyes are so itchy, our physical environment. So I've talked about this like so many times. So like how you keep your house, or this is where my keys go, or I have to, you know, do this little ritual. I think I wrote some of the rituals on here. Ritual. Wait, I swear I wrote it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I am talking about it. Cool. So we control things, our physical space, how you park your car, you know, shit like that. Like I did that. It was my choice. I fucking did that. Me. You didn't tell me. Ain't nobody tell me. We demonstrate control that way. We demonstrate control with like, sometimes it manifests in like the brands of things. Like you have to have this brand, this brand, this brand. I was talking about this earlier, like however many minutes ago. You know, we do a lot of things to feel in control, and when control feels out of whack, we do even more of that thing. Sometimes we try to control other people, or control other people's experiences, or like, here, let me help you. I want to help you, because I can't help myself. I meaning me, but also I meaning a person. I'm just speaking for the general humans that are kind of like this. Okay. We demonstrate control like that. We want to be in control. Because anxiety makes us feel out of control. So then we do like safety practices. And sometimes you're like, and I'm saying safety, not like, I don't know, like safety in your job. Okay, thanks, Amazon. Not safety like health and safety code, but safety like a safety practice that I have makes me feel more safe is I sleep with a fan on or an air conditioner. I have to have white noise because I have to like drown out a little bit. I guess I need like a monotonous thing, and it covers up little tiny noises that I don't need to worry about, but is not so loud that I can't hear a big noise that I do need to care about. And I realized today, as I was explaining some of the things that I am rationally or irrationally afraid of while driving, but especially while passengering, it's like I think a lot of really terrible thoughts that to me I thought were like really common, and that maybe everybody felt that way. For example, he was driving, which I don't passenger well or often. But I wanted to be the passenger this occasion. So he's driving, and I'm not saying anything, but I'm physically reacting to like however close he is to the next car, however fast he's going, and then I'm like, you know, I'm not in control. I can't. It doesn't matter, especially if you've ever ridden in your car, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, or you probably have a friend who's like me. It doesn't matter how hard I push on my imaginary brake in the passenger side, it like doesn't do anything to the actual vehicle. I gave up control. It felt really good. It's scary, but it's good. Yeah. When you're trying to overcome something, and then you like go to do a thing that will help you do that, it's not gonna be like, oh my God, it's a miracle, I'm saved. No, you might just be like uncomfortable, but then have to remind yourself, I'm not in control, and like, I don't know, what's this person's driving record so far? Have they died yet? No? Well, they probably know what they're doing, and if they don't, what are you gonna do? Yes, I remind myself that whoever it is that's driving, they operate their entire life outside of my being. They drive everywhere else. Anyway, he was driving. Why am I talking about that? Yeah, just giving up control. Yeah, my safety practice is to always drive, even though I don't fucking want to always drive. I'm like tired of driving. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of hearing people drive. Shut the fuck up. Oh, but then like sometimes the safety practice is I go into like if I want to return to a bubble, like I was talking about before, I might like play a song that brings me to a certain bubble, a certain period of time or a memory or a certain emotion that I feel when, like I have playlists specifically to cry to, you know, like let's just get it out, like an emotional masturbation, like it's, you know, the sadness is coming, let's just fucking get it there. Or, you know, it's the same thing when you want to hype yourself up. Like, we got to get, like, amped up. Let's go. What's the other ones? Like, or just some of them are just different genres, which, like, rock or metal to me is a mood. Different than hip-hop. Different than dance music, you know? I'm really excited to go to the gym tomorrow. Very excited to go to the gym. I feel... my fitness dick is up. Friday night was so fun, the summer solstice. Anna was my partner, and we were scaled, and like we didn't practice anything at all, but I just knew she would be a really good partner because I've like been working out with her for a really long time, not as partners, but just like I see her, and you know, she good. So yeah, we won the women's scale division, and then I was like, are we those douchebags who like shouldn't be scaled? But there's certain movements in RX that we don't have. And that's the reason I wanted to be a partner, because like neither one of us are gonna fucking get them. But then every time I'm in a competition, I'm like, just fucking do the work to get what you want, you dummy. That's what you preach about all fucking day. So, that fitness dick is up. I get jacked. More jacked. Right now I just feel fluffy. Fluffy and apparently delicioso to all of the kind of bugs who want to take my blood and inject me with histamine. Fantastic. What are you talking about? How long has it been? Oh my God, forever. You want to go? Bubble? Am I really done with that? Oh, but really it kind of, yeah, I got more. There are these bubbles that I have had, I'm certain you have had as well. Like you can put maybe like your middle school years in a certain bubble. It's like a time capsule. And it's not only like the music, the style, but it's who were you with? Who were your influences all day, every day? What were you listening to? What were you watching? What were you practicing? What was your life made up of? There's that bubble. And then it could be completely distinct from that, your like high school experience and your college, or I'm just talking about those ages in your life. It doesn't have to necessarily be about the schooling. And for me, there was a bubble of time where I felt like a family. And it was when I was married to Ian and we had the girls. Because growing up, I didn't feel that because it was just my mom. And I have a lot of relatives. I'm related to a lot of people. The end. I just never felt like I belonged anywhere. You know, families are for TV. And of course I'm related to my mother, and she is my family. She's so much more than family. She's my fucking war buddy. Like day one. She's my day one war buddy. It's me and her. I miss my mom. I have to go see her. This is stupid. She lives in North Carolina. She moved to a house that I have not been to yet because of COVID. I'm tired of saying that, but it's a thing that we will be saying forever. But just like grief, it will start to, what is the word I want to use? Scatter itself bigger and wider. And it won't go away forever, and it will always be in the history of our being. It will become less and less impactful. That really does apply. Yeah. That's pretty good. I feel good about that. The bubble of a family. Yeah, not somebody's girlfriend or somebody's wife, but somebody's like the matriarch, the mom. When you're the mom and the wife, you're the mom and, right? Because here's what happens when you split, then you're just the mom forever. It doesn't matter if there's anybody else next to you. You're just the mom. They're your kids. And then they are his kids over there. And he's always the dad. But he's never the same partner. No one will ever be as invested in your kids as you are. And that's just what I thought. Because really, it's not, I mean, it's different. Of course, every situation is different depending on what you go through, how old the kids are when you meet them. You know, if you're raising somebody's kid from a year old, or like they never even knew their dad or something. Anyway, I would like to be in the family bubble, but I don't feel like I am, because when it's me and the girls, of course they're my family, but they're my war buddies, you know? We're just doing the best we can. I feel like it makes them grow up faster. Made me grow up faster. But what are you gonna do? You know? It is the experiences like that. They're not the experiences, but I guess, but it's like an upbringing like that, or yeah, that can either like kill your confidence or make it. Or it's at least a confidence builder. You're like, well, I figured this out before. And if I like really don't know about something, like I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this, through whatever the scenario is, my top thing when I start to like list reasons why that's not going to happen, or like why it's not so bad, I go to the worst thing, like, well, you're not gonna die, it's not gonna kill you right now, if whatever happens, whatever it is, the scenario. Yeah. Anyway, family bubble was in it. I would like to be in it again. It feels like I'm in a bubble. The family bubble. And it's really freaking me out. But not really. I think I'm just saying that it's freaking me out because I think that I'm checking like it should freak me out, you know? Because it's like the, I told you the stove and the hotness. You touch the stove. Oh God, my throat is so dry. You touch the stove, it's hot. You're like, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't touch the stove. But then next time you're like, but are we sure? Is it hot? And you like do it again and again and again. And eventually you do it and it doesn't hurt. Either because the stove isn't hot, or you've just built up such a callus that you can't tell. I don't have a sparkly ending. Good night.